At the moment, yeah, Maresca is doing himself. He's doing himself no favors at all. He's putting himself in a very dangerous situation right now to lose at home against Legia Warsaw in the manner in which we lost this game, the amount of opportunities that Legia Warsaw created against us. That Gonçalves, I'll be really honest with you guys, it's been very rare that when we've played against most teams in the Conference League that I'm remembering the names of the opposition players that we're playing against. It's a bit arrogant, I'll put my hands up, but tonight, there's certain man's names I'm not going to forget. That's the impression they left in this game. Gonçalves completely ran the show against us, made things happen time and time again. And when a fifth place team in the Polish division is coming to your home stadium, bro, coming to your home stadium, playing this way, outplaying you at times, and then beating you at home, nah. This is the moment now. This is the moment now that you start to worry. We have 6 games left in the Prem. We have a massive game against Fulham, but only a handful of points above them in the Prem table, yeah? At the moment with how we are playing, at the moment with how we are moving, what we are doing as a football club, with the lack of form we're seeing in so many players right now, the fact that Cucurella is our highest scoring player in 2025, a left back. My lord, this guy's movement is better than any attacking player we've signed. What is that telling you about how these guys are starting to struggle with the conditions being placed on them by an Enzo Maresca? Because there's one big issue, one big problem that I want to discuss right now, and I'll spend some time just focusing on this point in this review, yeah? And that big issue is that the system's been found out. I think it's that obvious. We've been found out. We don't have any plan B, any plan C. There's no different gears in the team right now. We've been figured out, and it's happened for a while. And when you see a Legia Warsaw, a team from Poland, when they can come here and set up in the exact compact manner every other team has been doing against us in recent games, and not break a sweat, not have to defend for their lives, not have to show any desperation all the time in terms of what they're doing to stay in this game, yeah, it's telling you how we've been figured out. We've been figured out. We've been sussed out, bro. Like, for me, the team is trapped in the system. They're trapped in the system. It's the same passing patterns out from the back. It's the same passing rotations. It's the same inverted runs in the channels, yeah? It's the same box occupation. Guys just waiting for the ball of life to find, like, magically just, like, land in front of their feet or head. And they're the only moments we're playing for. You know, it's the same this, it's the same that. We're locked in, it's scripted, and the script's been read, it's been figured out right now. And there is no room for improvisation whatsoever. I've been making this point before. All this unnecessary player rotation, you know, seeing Gusto at left back, seeing guys, fullbacks in midfield, etc., etc. The reason why it can work when Man City did that, when they were using guys like Stones there, and that, who's that light skin cam, always forgetting the Afro kid's name, who's always inverting left, right, and centre. When you're seeing Bernardo Silva in the pivot, all this type of stuff that Pep has tried, they can do that because they've been a team that have been together and won things for over 4 or 5 years. That's why they can do that. We can't do that. You can't introduce such, I don't even know if I can call it like highbrow football to like first year students and expect these guys to just grind out their understanding, because it don't work like that, man. It really doesn't work like that. And you see how limited we are in games. The fact that this is a team from Poland where we're facing the same exact struggles we would face, no matter if this was a team in a relegation position in the Premier League like we saw against Ipswich, etc., etc. It's the same ways we're looking to break the teams down with, man. The lack of support out wide, yeah? Forever crossing the ball to find someone, forever looking to play a cut-back cross, you know? Constantly just playing it left to right, no penetration between the lines. And when it's passes played in the middle, most times it's getting played backwards. You know, the only thing we have in us is the odd chance that are, you know, half press, because it's not really a full high press, it's an in-between press. Sometimes it's high, sometimes it's mid-block. There's no real identity behind that press we're showing at the moment. That's the only thing that can maybe create like a transitional threat or moment. And unless we have transitional threats, we don't have anything. And keeping it real, we survived off the transitional threats during the first half of this season. Teams coming at us back for this, trying to pack us in midfield. But they clocked very early on. Actually, hold up a second. You know what? This Chelsea team, and you actually just study and focus how they're playing right now. Bro, it's the same player from the back. You know, we've sussed out where the ball's going to be going before their players have even sussed out what they're going to do with it before they receive it. And this is why every team now knows how to sit back. They use the same tactics against us week in, week out. And you would think, actually, like, if we're playing against an opposition that's only playing the same way against us, why are we actually struggling to find any unique solutions to try and play through that, right? How is that making any type of sense? But we found ourselves in this eternal Groundhog Day tactically. And at the moment, man, it's hurting us. It's punishing us. The fact that, and I really mean this, the players, when I see them, they just feel trapped by the system. They're trapped by the instructions they have to follow that Maresca puts out on them, that they have to adhere to. They can't do anything unscripted, anything outside the books, yeah? You know, I'm sure you guys sit when you're watching games, right? You know, this flipping, 3-1-6 J-Paul, 2-2-5, whatever numbers you want to throw in there, yeah? There's always a massive space out wide on the left-hand side and the right-hand side from when a winger receives, there's like no one close to him. His nearest passing option is back inside again. Everyone's inside. Maresca's only focusing on, if that rare counter-attack comes against us, I have numbers there to deal with things. But this is just hurting what we can do in terms of penetration. Like, when Man City, bro, when I was seeing Man City, like your Doku's and all these guys, like in their heyday, not this season. You guys have seen Man City enough to know how these guys play under Pep, right? When their wingers are receiving it, are you not seeing flipping De Bruyne making that underlapping run, like straight through the heart of that opposition left back and centre back, that's dragging them out of position? Are you not seeing those bait type of moves? That's how you're supposed to play this way. We don't recreate that whatsoever. We don't recreate that. We create the negative version of that player, and it's hurting everyone. It's hurting the players. And this is the thing about ball, man. The moment, results go against you, the thing you dread every single season is when the confidence dips. Because when that confidence dips, when that confidence is not there whatsoever, this is where the nonsense starts happening in the season. This is where the embarrassment starts to trickle in right now. And this is where we're starting to find ourselves in a position where we should not be here. And I've said this before, actually. I've made this point. Would you guys rather start the season off poorly and end really strong? Or would you rather start the season off strong and end poorly? I mean, I think 9 times out of 10 or 99% of you, you're picking option 1. Start bad, end strong, as we showed last season. Listen, I'm going to be doing a video comparing the list, 3-2, 4-1, whatever tactics between Maresca and Pochettino, because a part of me wishes if I was like the master of the universe, man, I would just literally fuse together Maresca's ideas and Pochettino's. Sometimes the tactics stuff, it's calm. If we've got a lead to protect, we want to play negative, I'm cool with that. But other times, you want that Poch brand of football where let the players, their quality shine through. Why are we splashing M's and M's and M's on these guys who's supposed to be good talents to take us to a different level when the system's not even allowing them to showcase much to their game outside of this metronomic, scripted, NPCs, same this, same that style football. Now, listen, I understand on the other side, I'm sure Maresca isn't completely happy himself whatsoever, and I'm hoping today he uses this game as an opportunity. If you're not happy with the team performance, be honest, be truthful, stick it on them. Show a bit of personality now, yeah? Stop with all these, not even gimmicky press conferences, but stop playing the game. I've said it a million times, we all know why he has to play the game. He's a head coach. He's not a manager. He's a head coach, and he wants to try and be here for next season. But, this is where you have to also, show what you're about too during these times, and not just, just play to the ownership. I don't even know how to describe it, to be honest with you. But something has to be done. And I just wish there was just this balance between the players being able to do their thing and then the system coming in to just, seal up the game. You know what I mean? Like, give us some stability. This is the stuff you guys were asking for last season under the chaos ball, under Pochettino. Now I'm sure a lot of you guys want to see a bit more chaos in this rigid structure that we're suffering with at this point in time. And I say suffering, and I mean suffering, because when a team who are fifth in the Polish table can come to your stadium and beat you in the second leg with the chances they made, oh my lord. This is worrying, bro. This is actually worrying. If you're Fulham, you're licking your lips at the opportunity because we're playing them in their home stadium. And when your first team stars, this is where I'm even avoiding the embarrassment at the end of this review. When your first team stars are literally adorning the pitch against Legia Warsaw and they're doing F4. They're doing worse than the Utes did in the first leg last week. What is that telling you right now about where we are as a team during the crucial stage of this season? The philosophy for Maresca has become a cage. It's become a cage. It's just too much, man. It's just too much of the fact where it's disappointing because during the start of the season, I was praising this bold guy for the flexibility he was bringing into games, the little tactical switches that was boosting us and helping us and giving us chances. But now I'm seeing things a bit differently with a bit more hindsight, looking back now. And I think one of the reasons why we won so many of those games was because Maresca was winning the tactical battle on the touchline. But now that managers have sussed out how we play, how we move the ball, what we do in different phases of the game, how we move players to get into certain positions and zones, this is where I think Maresca's work is starting to get a bit undone. And we all knew the common criticism that Leicester City fans had towards him from last season, right? A lot of you guys at the start of the season was like, he's got better players now. He's at a better club. This ain't Leicester City. Like, whatever criticisms you had, blame it on your players being mids. But now we're seeing it's the exact same thing with us right now. And I think this is also a reflection of, the youthful inexperience of an Enzo Maresca. Yeah, he might look old, but he's not been in this management game for that long, right? Yeah, he's not been at that management scene doing his thing for a very long time. But he needs to learn that you can't just live and die by just philosophizing your way to victories. Like, it just does not work like that. And that bonuses we was receiving from being a team that teams couldn't really suss out perfectly at the time during that great run of form. We should have already known that was not sustainable. A lot of us kind of felt that. Me at the time, I did think that, but then I stupidly fell for the hype because I'm a fan. I got gassed and I was thinking, we can go title challenge. I wasn't even, bro, I was just happy to see us winning games. I wasn't even thinking about tactics or insight. I was just turning into a fanboy. And listen, every season's a lesson to be learned when I'm doing my thing, yeah? But yeah, I that's all I can say, man. The spontaneity's been sacrificed. The talents we see on the field just look absolutely flat, devoid of imagination, spamming the same skill moves, the same passes, the same this, same that. We're just all bored watching now for like at least a few months now. It's not good. It really is a bit worrying. And it's going to take a miracle against Fulham. That's what it's starting to feel like. After this type of performance, yeah, we're going to get the boost of Caicedo and Enzo. But come on, bro. Like, when your attack is this flat and Cuckoo is your top scorer, nah, bro. It's really not looking good. So that's all I have to say. I could say a lot more. I could say how pathetic, strong word, how bad Jorgensen was today. For all you guys who complain about seeing Robert Sanchez, this is why he's still playing. I think you saw it today. But yeah, honestly, I'm going to wrap things up. You guys get some sleep. Get ready for Friday. Go out, live your life. And I'll catch you guys with some more videos, man. Cool.